This is Long Ball FC.
No, why you snitching? Him and a bunch of snitches.
Informer.
Jungle like King Kong. This is a rope or a theme song. Shooting finesse cause we inform. We got gunners and shooters on action.
I give it all for my team. Better than us, what the hell do you mean? Sweat on our collars and hearts on our sleeve, yeah. Legacy more than a dream.
Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Winning, we win, yeah. Nothing gets past the wall. Nothing gets past the wall, yeah.
Yo, my people, it's your boy Skipper J. And with another 2-week break, I'm glad to say that the boys are today back in action. The boys step into the ring for our first quarter-final of the season. We take on Banstead Rovers in the quarters of the Surrey Cup. We don't know much about them, but we do know they are also another YouTube team. So make sure you head over to their channel and check them out. The boys are searching for their first win in 2022. Since the start of the year, it's been a real stop-start schedule. And with 2 previous losses last month, the boys are itching to bounce back with a win.
Ted, Reese, Bodo, Jason, Mentz, Divine, Chan, Percy, Jerome, Chris, Cecil and Brian. You wasn't starting, bro. You're on the bench. Look, Emmanuel Dasher on the bench, bro.
I'm on the bench today.
Yeah?
It happens to the best. My ankle's gone though.
He does look swollen though, bro. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's swollen.
He does look swollen.
Yeah, swollen.
Ask him, you baking bread?
Do you know about rice? Do you know about rice? Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Rice. Simple.
That's the NVQ coaching. Just saying, boy.
Come on, Jay! Come on, Jay!
It's big day today, quarterfinals. First quarterfinals of the season. Yeah, man, I can't lie. I missed the Hatcham game, I was gutted, but yeah, it's a big game today, man. You gotta get a little cream out real quick still.
Hey Jay.
Yo.
How are you, brother?
Good, yo.
I'm good, man. Oh, I need some hand cream as well, actually.
Captain, yeah, standards.
I felt sorry for Ted. Ted, I felt sorry for you, man.
But what's going on? You got washing machine broke or washing machine broken or what's going on?
What?
What's going on?
It's starting. You know they ain't gonna ask. Jerome was about to hit a crossroads. Hey, Cecil, don't get gassed. You was about to receive something, you know. Jerome allowed you. He allowed you. You was about to receive something. He looked at me like, shall I do it? Shall I do it? I don't get beat though. I don't get beat. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's how
Bozo was covering you. You know the boss is so bad. It's covering you. Man, no. Anyway. Hey, what's the girls?
Man, I'm just being honest with you right now. You're at least second division, bro. I'm Prem. You gotta be honest about that. Right, wait, don't let me back up. Wait a minute. Don't let me back up.
Baller Sports Coaching, sign up with kids, get in contact. Cheers. Best coaching company in the world.
Cold, dry weather like this, just keep licking your lips, lads. Keep licking your lips. I saw it on camera. You don't look like Eddie and Ketia.
As you can see, we got a few boys back from either injuries or vacations, so it'll be good to see if the boys are up for the test. This weekend's weather hasn't left the pitches as muddy, but it's left the wind ferocious. As I said previously, the boys have lost the last 2 games they've played, but with this being a quarter-final, I know they'll be itching for the victory even more. We are left in 3 more cups, and this is our first quarter-finals of the season, away from home. Let's see if the boys can take the club through to the next round.
Give him a round of applause.
Okay, goodbye, Jay.
We want to win this cup. We want silverware. We want a trophy. Yeah, all of our hard work, all of our dedication, it's got to show an amount to something. This is about supporting each other today, and it's about legacy. Yeah, it's in our title, it's in our theme song, about legacy. And let's create that legacy and make that permanent.
First 10-15 minutes I would start strong. Everybody's heart's going to be heavy right now, but if you play with your heart, it either goes really left or it goes really right. There's a lot of loss in the team this week, but you know, this is your time to do it for them. This is it, yeah? Win this game for them.
Put your armbands on, yeah? If you haven't already, put it on. But you know what this means, okay? Yeah. Let this give you the strength, the courage and the bravery to do what's right today. And we get that win, we go to the semis and we win the cup, okay? All right then, all in. All right, all in, hands in, hands in.
1, 2, 3.
The Gaffers are going with a 4-3-3 formation, with with Ted in goal. Left back Divine. Centre back pairings of Ments and Reese. Right back Buds. In the middle of the park is the chairman, the Brick and Chan. On the right we got Cecil. On the left we got the Wizard. And up top we got Zeps. We had a few last minute dropouts with injuries, but on the bench we got Big SJ, Roms and Gaffer Sace. I'm not sure what Cecil's doing, but it's part of his pre-game stretches. And the game kicks off. Chan has a dodgy touch, but the Banstead player's onto him, but slaps it back to South East London. And for all the Wall FC boys that play on a Saturday, they were quickly reminded about Sunday's refereeing standard.
Yes, Ted.
For the second week coming, the boys are 1-0 down in the space of 2 minutes. But as you can see, this goal should not have been allowed. The Banstead striker hit the ball out of Ted's hands with his elbow. I don't care what kind of football you're playing on a Sunday or Saturday, but referees got to get them decisions correct. Luckily, it was the ball he hit and not Ted's face, but the boys are straight on the attack. Zeps plays it out to Cecil, but Cecil just can't get his touch right. Banstead's number 20 just giving the chairman a welcome to their ground. Chan takes a quick free kick and plays it out to Cecil. Excuse me for the camera angles. Cecil plays it over the top into the brick. He goes down the line, tries to get a cross in, but it's straight into the keeper's hands. 5 minutes on the clock and the ball drops to Chan. He plays it out to Buds. Buds whips it in back post, and it's Cecil with the back post with a header and comes close. Cecil wins the ball back and the ball drops to Jay. Jay gaining yards, driving forward past 2 and picks up a free kick. 7 minutes on the clock and it's Banstead possession, but Cecil again winning the ball back, really putting in that hard work for the team. He sends their number 4 to his knees, hits down the line, tries to get a cross in, and it's a corner for the Wall. As I said before, on this Sunday morning the wind was ferocious. This clip really highlights it, as their keeper punts it all the way back down to ours. Banstead with a corner, but the corner kick was poor. It goes to the front post, but gets cleared by Divine. 12 minutes on the clock and Brian takes the ball down. It looked like it's supposed to be a foul. Brian tries to find Cecil on the right wing, but it goes to the Banstead player. He plays it over the top, but their forwards offside. Reese takes a quick free kick and Buds gets out the drums. It's a Banstead goal kick. As you can see, I wasn't joking when I was telling you about the weather. Luckily, it's in the hands of Ted. And I think this Banstead striker don't know the rules of the game.
Yes, Ted.
We was fortunate enough for the ref to actually see this decision. The lad picks up a yellow card.
Cheers. Cheers. Damn, what the hell?
17 on the clock and their centre-back heard the drums and wanted in. And I don't ever think I've seen a player retain possession when he's surrounded by the chairman and the brick. It's a Wall FC throw and it lands at the Wizard's feet. He takes the ball down in tight spaces, tries to play it back to the skipper, but it doesn't come off, but he gets the Wall a corner. The Wizard whips it into the box and it's missed by the keeper and cleared out by the Banstead defender. Zeps goes up for the seconds, but it's a Wall throw. Buds delivers the throw into the box and it drops to the middle of the box to Jay. Jay, surrounded by 2 or 3 players, tries to get a back heel off, but it doesn't come enough in, and I'm not sure the referee gives a free kick against him here. And Percy, apologies for leaving in this touch. And this is a definition of letting a man know you're there. Ments picks up a yellow card. So it's a free kick to Banstead. They whip it into the box, but Ted gathers it with ease. Jay's on the ball and plays it out to Cecil, screaming for a 1-2, gets it back, stands up his man, hits the ball down the line, tries to get a cross in, and it's a corner to the Wall. When you're 1-0 down, you've got to take all your chances.
I knew it though!
Reese misses a golden chance to equalise, whilst this Banstead player is doing gymnastics.
Stretch both your arms and your legs, okay?
And I don't think there's a game of football when Cecil don't do some sort of acrobatics.
Yeah, come on.
And this is what a wingman says when they don't find a friend attractive.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it.
28 on the clock and Chan whips it to the back post. The ball drops down, it drops to Zeps. He gets it on his left foot, has a strike, and it just goes over the bar. Throw into Banstead. It goes to their striker. It drops down, but he slips when he shoots. 34 on the clock and the ball drops to Zeps. He takes it down nicely, goes past two players. He stands his man at 1-on-1. He sends him to the floor. It drops down to the wizard. He wins the ball back. Tries to slip in Zeps. Zeps 1-on-1 with the keeper. And the keeper does well. And the wizard tries a trick from the corner. And I think this is the longest game of football tennis that I've ever seen. It's a throw into Banstead, but Mentz clears it out for a corner. Corner to Banstead. They whip it in front post, but Cecil clears it off with a header. The brick, he's standing up the player on the ball. The player tries to cut back and play the ball inside. It's cleared poorly by Mentz. They strike it, and it's a great save by the young boy Ted and goal. Approaching half time, and the Banstead player brings the ball out the air. He's up against the brick. He sends him backwards. The winger has the ball now. And I'm totally and honestly confused how the referee managed to give a free kick against us for this. And I think Cecil started his half-time stretching. And the first 45 minutes are up. The referee blows the whistle for half-time. And I'm a bit confused as to how we are 1-0 down. Of course, as everyone could see, the goal should not have been allowed, but the boys still trail 1-0 to Banstead Rovers in the quarter-finals of the Surrey Cup. Let's see what the gaffers have to say, and if the boys can lift it to get through to the semi-finals.
People have got their heads down, like, it's a good half, guys, okay? Look, we know that the goal wasn't a goal. We know that.
Guys, well done for weathering the storm. Other than that, nothing. You know, we should have been level. We know that. We're going to change it slightly, but it's the same thing. We're going to play. Anytime we play, we're cutting them apart. We just got to do the basics. The basics in not stopping unless we hear a whistle. Yeah. If you hear a call and someone's telling you to set the ball, set the thing, and just move the ball. Sometimes you ain't going to be able to play and find someone. I don't care, hit channels. But what we've got to do, we've got to run those channels.
When we're talking about winning that first and second ball, that's what we're talking about, because they're winning that first ball, and then the second ball, they're booting it back, and that's all they're doing, basically. You will create opportunities. It's about us being clinical in that final third now. So let's just put this game to bed in the second half now. You guys have more than the ability to do so.
This is Long Ball FC, yeah? And we know that, yeah? Genuinely, just relax. I don't think we need to do anything different. It will come. That was a cheap goal. It was cheap. I think as long as we play exactly how you just played in that first half, we just wasn't ruthless enough in front of goal. And I don't just mean the front three either. I mean, Chan, good decision to put it in. Could you have shot? Probably.
3, 2, 1, go on!
So the boys know what they got to do in the second half. There's only one change made. Roms comes on for Percy. So the boys are 1-0 down, chasing the game, needing things to go right this half. Divine managed to rectify his mistake, but picked up an injury in the process. After just coming off, the chairman comes back on and fills in at left back. And I don't know about you at home, but for me this is a clear foul. 50 on the clock and Percy plays a ball into the box. It drops down to Mentz. Mentz tries to play in Roms, but it's cleared by the Banstead defender. Corner to Banstead, but it's cleared out by the skipper. 56 on the clock and Mentz wins the header. The Banstead player wins the seconds and Jay wins the third. Driving, bearing down in their goal. He cuts inside on his right foot, has a shot, but he sends it to Battersea Bridge.
Come on, Roms! In Southwest London.
Win us the game, Roms!
Back off the line!
We're off the line, back off the line!
No, why are you snitching? You man are a bunch of snitches,
Informer!
What the hell, bro?
It's a free kick to the wall and the wizard whips it in, but it's cleared out for a corner by the Banstead defender. Chan whips in the corner, and it's cleared out by the defender. It drops to the wizard. He has a strike at it, but he hits the ball, has another attempt, and hits it over the bar. Jay picks up the ball in the middle of the park and plays it into Roms, and Roms nearly makes it 1-1.
Go, Roms!
I've not seen runs run like that since 2020. I mean, whoa, man said 2020.
It's constant pressure with another corner from the wall. Reese gets up, but it's cleared out by the Banstead defender. Mens brings the ball down with a dodgy touch, but redeems himself. Plays it into Jay, and Jay plays it into Cecil. And the referee finally decides to give us a free kick. And I think the wizard left his powers at home. The brick just ushers his player off the ball, and Percy plays the ball into the box. The ball bounces, it drops to Zeps. Zeps on the ball, but it's cleared out by Banstead. And Cecil wins the second header, but it's straight into the keeper's hands. And number 6 tries to get his own back, but gives away a free kick.
The ball! It's cold, bro. What going on?
The chairman didn't want to go the whole second half without hearing the drums. It's a free kick to Banstead near the corner flag. It gets cleared, and Cecil gives away a needless free kick. Their player steps up, but just can't get it past the wall, and in frustration kicks out at Cecil. Just over 10 minutes remains of the game, and you just know you're going to get at least one more chance.
There you go. Hit it! Go! Go! Hit it! Oh my God! Finish!
It's a wall attack, and Chan plays it in behind to Zeps. There's a few ricochets, and it drops to Zeps. He has a strike, and it's a great block by the defender. Ted sends this geezer to get him a bag of chips.
Perfect.
86 on the clock, and Cecil chips it into the wizard, who plays it into Zeps, and it's great last-ditch defending from their defender. Jay's on the ball when he goes down the line and plays a 1-2 with Chan. He tries to get a cross in, but it just doesn't go past the first man. It's the last few minutes, and it's all wall. Ted pumps it upfield. Reese wins the header, and it's Cecil with a glorious chance to make it 1-1, but misses from right in front of the keeper. And that is definitely a chance that Cecil knows that he should be putting away. Men's just showing there's more than one brick in the team. 94 on the clock, and his bods with a throw-in. It drops out to the chairman, who smashes it, and he hits Richmond Park.
I saw Peace David stars.
95 on the clock, and is there still time for just one more chance?
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Who wants it?
And I think that might be the last chance. Bench just goes through their player, and the referee blows for full time. So the boys have lost 1-0 in the quarterfinals of the Surrey Cup. But I can't lie, the boys had an abundance of chances to put this game to bed. We were unfortunate in the way that we conceded the first goal, but there's no excuses, as the boys didn't put the ball in the back of the net. I want to say congratulations to Banstead Rovers, and good luck in the rest of the cup. So the boys are now out of the Surrey Cup, which only leaves us with 2 more cup competitions this year. However, next week we are back to league action against Bickley away from home. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that came down to watch the boys play, and thank you to everybody that watched the video and tuned in at home. Make sure you pause right now and like the video, and also leave a comment on what you thought of the game, and if you have any other questions for any players. And if you're new to the Wall FC family, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I say this every week, so the people that tune in often don't need reminding, but we're also on Instagram and TikTok at the Wall FC. You can also find us on Twitter at official Wall FC. After this game, that makes it 3 defeats and a bounce. The boys haven't been in this position before, but let's see if they can bounce back against Bickley. I've been your boy Skipper J, and we'll see you next week.
It's just alien to me. I just don't give up in anything. Like, even the odds are stacked in my favour. Like, I'll give it all, my all. And you guys know we didn't give it our all. Every single week it's the same thing. Basics, basics, basics. Are you gonna learn? Because we have to learn how to deal with you guys.
We didn't perform today. It's simple as that. We didn't perform today.
I don't know about the whole perform thing. I just feel like moments. We weren't decisive in moments today. Still, we wasn't clinical at all. We gotta make better moments as footballers. Do you know what I'm saying? If everyone thinks they can play here, so let's actually play football. Not everyone trying to dribble past 100 people. That's what I would say.
If we're in their half for the whole second half, then we've got to look at ourselves. What were we doing? We didn't have clear-cut chances, but we were in their half the whole second half. So what was happening?
It's easy saying pass the ball, but if your player's not giving you angle, then actually scream for the ball, then there's no option. You can hear yeah, but yeah doesn't mean you want the ball. You've got to show, you've got to give an angle, there's got to be triangles, so it's easier pass.
Like, semi-final, guys. Like, did we really play for a semi-final today? We didn't play for a semi-final.
Right now, you lot are stuck in the rut. You're like Man U, and your ability is much better. Like, I believe in you guys. I believe in every single one of you. I don't put you on the pitch lightly. It's down to you guys to sort this all out. I'm not with all this, it wasn't this, it was that. We had chances. Nah, that. I'm not lying, I'm not saying all this, I'm not making up no excuses. We had chances. You man didn't put the ball in the back of the net. It's simple.
You want to listen, but you don't retain very well. I never get the feeling that you're not listening, but you just don't retain. None of the information that we actually said stuck. It didn't stick, and that's the issue. And then I think, even when you look at yourself, if you play Saturdays or however long you've been playing, look at yourself as players and actually think, when was the last time that I actually like added something into my locker? As in, a coach told me something and I've now included it. So next week, I actually don't want to hear same again. No, we're not going the same again. Something's got to change. Next week, something is going to change. And that's what I think we need to take away from now. Next week, something different is going to happen. That's the only way we're going to get out of the rut. Understood? Yeah. Cool.
Come on, bring it in.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on.
1,
2, 3,
Winning, we